Okay, are we back? Because OBS crashed. Alright. Waiting for the stream to catch up. Alright. We should be back. Sorry about that. Can everyone hear me okay? Let me unmute. Alright. Yep. We should be back. Okay, cool. We're back. Alright. Sorry about that. I was trying to do something and OBS crashed. Leave OBS alone. Alright, so let's go to the VAB. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to mess with the video camera again. As clear as the sky. Cool. So I have a sky voice? I'm like a sky master. Alright. I might have to restart Kerbal here. It's getting a little slow. Alright, so what we want to do. And, no, that's not what I want to do. So we want to load in the Minmus Gypsum Metallic. Minmus Workshop Metallic. Alright, so we're going to load this in. And is what I want to do is how do I simply do this? We want to take this off. I want to reassign root from here to... Okay, that's already root. So that means I should... Oh wait, how am I going to do this? Oh, crud. Okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna save these as sub-assembly so I don't have to rebuild everything. So we're gonna grab this. And we're gonna call this the... If the game will let me, thank you. Minmus Ranger Lifter. Okay, so we can get rid of this. We can get rid of that. Then is what I want to do is get rid of this. And in order for this to work, we need to put docking port. And then I think, no, stop it. We should be able to grab this. There we go. And we'll call this the... What did I call the other one? Minmus something? Cancel. Minmus... Okay, that's the lifter. So we're going to call this... the Minmus... Ranger... Sky crane. Alright. Alright, so now we can don't save. We can load from the SPH. Waiting. And what do we want to load from the SPH? It should be the Minmus Gypsum Metallic version 2. Learn my alphabet. There it is. This is what we want. We want to put all the stabilizers back. And then the sky crane that we have. So we're going to reassign root from here. Okay. So we go to the Minmus Ranger Sky Crane. And is what I want to do. Oh, all right. Oh, wrong way. Alright, fine. So we can fix that by reassigning route to there. Okay. Thing about it is, I don't need 2 docking ports. Can I? No. Alright. Oh, I know. That'll still work. So if we reassign route from here to there, we can take this. Oh, I can't. So how do I do this? So that's not root though. That should be root. So if I reassign this to, okay. So what I'm trying to do is get rid of the docking port on this. I'm not having great success. Alright, so, okay. Let's try this again. Alright, so let's see here. If we assign root to there, take this off, then take that off. There we go. That works. There we go. All right, cool. Then once again, the root should be there. Cool. All right, then we can bring the lifter somewhere. There it is. And then last time is what we had to do is let's grab this for a sec. And we have to shimmy this over. It looks like R2-D2. Really? Was not my intention. So I want to make sure that this is centered. Okay, that looks centered there. And that looks pretty centered there. Cool, now we can take this and shouldn't have to redo the fairing. Oh, something poking through? Oh, that's right, we did add stuff on the outside, so we can delete the fairing and we can rebuild the fairing. Oh, that's 2. Oh, something's in the way. That's better. All right. All right, so let's double check our stages to make sure we're going to be okay here. So first of all, we're buried in the ground. So we're going to take this to Minmus. So let's use Kerbal Engineer here to make sure our numbers are okie dokie. I did say okie dokie. And we're going to take this off. So right there we have 1400 delta V to land on Minmus. That is a ton of delta V. Cool. So now we want to go from Kerbin's atmosphere. So we're going to take a look at the next stage, which is this little fella. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Can I get, where are they at? I forgot to do auto strut to that. All right. So that stage gives us our, we need 1300 to get to Minmus, so we're 200 over budget. Perfect. However, now we need to get off the planet. So we need our 3400 delta V, and here we're coming up a little short. So we're going to change our lifter a little bit. We're not going to use SRBs. We're going to use some liquid fuel so we can kind of stretch our delta V here. Hey Death Dread, how you doing? So let's build and update this lifter. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our decouplers. I'm still going to go with the low profile, I think. Oh, wrong one. Wrong button. Might be too low profile. Let me see here. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some asparagus staging. Yes, I am. So, this should be interesting. So we're going to take... Okay, I didn't want to do that. That was weird. Well, we're going to see if we need to do it. We might. We're going to use reliance. So we'll get more thrust. No gimbal. But first of all, let's just test and see what happens here. Let's grab a little bit of control. Since we're using reliance down here and they have 0 gimbal, we want to make sure we don't lose all control of our craft. So I'm going to put a little reaction wheel. I'm trying out warp drive. Cool. Very fancy. Fancy schmancy. Alright. Okay. So, to stretch that delta V, first of all, we're going to see how this compares, oops, to SRBs versus so let's take this and let's see what happens when we do 2 of these. Look at that! We're coming up only 200 delta V short. That's a lot better. So what if we do 4? So if we do 4, all right. I don't think we're going to have to do any asparagus staging. Ah, actually it looks like we only have to go 3. All right, let's dial it back. Waiting for the editor. Look at that, perfect. Awesome. So we're going to call this version 3. Because and now we need to update our lifter. So let's go back to our subassemblies. And is what I want to do is grab this. That's not what I want to do. Can I just grab a copy of it and then subassembly it? Will it let me do that? And we want to do... Oh, look at that. I can do that. I'm going to call this the Minmus Ranger Lifter version 2. Save that. And we get rid of that. Very cool. All right, let's go ahead and put some launch clampies on this thing. Double check our staging and everything, and we're ready to launch. Actually, this is version 2. Whatever. Clamps. So a little bit of a risk here. No gimbal, but we have big gimbal off the mainsail. So hopefully that works. And then let's set this up just in case it's a nighttime mission. We can see it. Yeah, cool. All right, staging. So once again, 146 off the launch pad. We're going to have these little tiny liquid fuel boosters for 41 seconds. I'm thinking that's going to get us to 10,000, which is awesome. And then we're on a full main tank all the way up into orbit. Andy knows how to entertain us with the lights. Yeah, it doesn't take much. It's just lights. All right, so let's save this. Let's make sure. Okay, that is. All right, cool. All right, let's launch this. And again, we're going to put this right next to the one that's on Minmus, and I want to see if this actually works better. So the only thing we did was we added additional smelt of crush-o-matic things, so it hopefully doubles the process. Alright, waiting for Kerbal. You know what, since this is running so slow and we're coming up on, well, we're 2 hours, so is what I think I want to do here is we're going to do an F5, we're going to save right here, and is what we're going to do is we're going to restart Kerbal. Okay, Christy. We're going to restart Kerbal. Do this launch, and again, we're going to put it next to the pre-existing one, and should be good to go. Do 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 do. All right, let's restart Kerbal. Here it comes. I guess his job is to make sure every single one of these rods are straight. So you have to have good vision. Kind of boring. Yeah, loading screens in the game are awesome. Of all the applications, of all the games that have loading screens, Discord is the most hilarious. Alright, let's get this thing launched, going, flying. Up and out of here. There it is. Right where we left it. That's a good thing. Have you guys seen a missing rocket? It was standing here. Did somebody move it? Did somebody vacuum and move it? I make this game look great. Come on. Are you kidding? That's why I don't do Santa Claus. Scares the little kids. Alright. We're ready. So, oh, I don't want that tool. I'm going to put this at 90. Looks good. Looks good. Alright. Oh yeah. We are launching a rocket. Well, again, Tasso, thank you very much. I really do appreciate the feedback. I love playing the game. Now, I don't want to discourage anyone that might be watching. I am going to start going back to slightly variety. I'm just trying to get caught up to where I was before 1.2 of Kerbal. And so once we start doing the ISS, then I'm going to start doing Kerbal like every other day. Oh, there goes our boosters. So we only got up to about 5,000. I was hoping 9,000. Oh well. The numbers should not lie. I mean, there's games like Plants vs. Zombies I was playing, Fallout 4, Batman Arkham City, and Kerbal. So 4 games in a week. So add a little variety back into it. Plants vs. Zombies, so fun. Can't believe I've never played that before. Or at least I don't remember. Play the games. Yes. Yes, games to be played. Plus I have other games in my Steam account that I don't think I've touched. Like Starve Together or something like that. Teach Us? I can't. I know very little. For the science. Well, and don't forget also, I'm going to be testing out streaming on Beam too. I'm not going to leave Twitch. I'm going to actually stream simultaneously. There you go, Death. Thanks for asking. Appreciate it. All right. Do 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 do. That's your warp ship? Does it look like the Enterprise? Does it? Oh no, it looks like that's a futuristic NASA thing. Cool. Well, I hope you get it to work, Death Dread. That's okay. Fogs don't. Whoa! Scared the crap out of me. Zendexy, thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. I've swapped my sounds around and I forgot. I thought my ship broke. 991. We have got 991. Yeah, that's doesn't that resemble the NASA warp drive ship or something like that? Yeah, it does. Exactly does. I'm looking at a picture right now. Alright, so our mission here is to get our version 2 of our Ranger drill refinement thing. I don't know what to call it. All in one. Next to version 1, and we're going to check to see how they fare. Alright, let's go ahead and deploy our fairing. And because we don't have any solar panel, no fuel cell, English hard. So what we're going to do is, before we run out of power, where's our electrical charge? It's depleting. We are going to go in here and turn on our reactor. We're going to power up all the cooling. So that way we're flying with a nuclear reactor. Cool. Now we have 86 delta V in this stage. So this thing is pretty much empty. So we're going to say bye-bye. And we're going to use the 1603 to get to Minmus, to get our orbit, and to angle us as much as we can before our sky crane takes over. Cool. So let's target. Whoa. We got UFOs coming in. Let's target Minmus. And I want to reduce my clutter here. So what is this coming up as? It's coming up as a probe. Really? I want to change this to a lander. Or a base. No, this needs to be a base. Rename. Yeah, that's fine, but we're gonna call it a base there. All right, cool. Now I can come out here and filter out just base. Look at that, so much cleaner. All right, so we're gonna drop a node. Let's pull prograde here and attempt. I see something happening. All right, wait. All right, let's pull this a little over. And maybe pull the... Okay, no. Oh, wrong way. Something is totally wicked, and I'm about to find out as soon as we get a Minmus capture here. Boom, there we go. Runt Gaming 222 with the host. Thank you, Runt. Appreciate that very much. All right, so that's 917. And I guarantee you we're going to lose that because the poodle just isn't that strong. It's going to take us over a minute to do this. Let's do an F5. And let's go ahead and execute this little burn. Little burn. Oh, all right. Evidently we were right on top of the node. All right, so we're gonna have to do a mid-course correction anyways, and by doing the mid-course correction, we're gonna probably burn a little bit more delta V to reacquire Minmus, and then we're gonna do a mid-course correction to get us lined up for our orbit. Definitely gonna have to land this rocket. I'm an excellent pilot. No. All right. Oops. Yeah, that's wrong. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little tiny course correction here. We're going to reacquire. So we're going to burn that. See, we burned too late and too long, so that's why we have to do this again. And we burned too late because it was a longer burn, and where the maneuver node in relation to the rocket was, it didn't give enough time for the full burn half now and burn half later sort of thing. So this will reacquire our Minmus acquisition, our capture. It's going pretty good, Runt. How about you? No Kerbals have died. We haven't had any explosions yet, so pretty boring, I guess, actually. Alright, so now is what we want to do is right about here. We're going to do a mid-course and try to get our orbit to be much better in line. And we do this way out here versus inside here so we can save fuel. And... see that? We can line up much better. And how I always see it is that if you do it early, you might save, but then you'll have a less accurate whoa. All right, I don't know what I'm doing. If you do it closer, it'll be more accurate, but then cost more fuel. And when I say more, it's not going to be like, oh my god, thousands of delta V. But that puts us at 22, puts us pretty darn good. That's going to cost 7.4. So if you have a trajectory and you do your mid-course correction here, it's going to cost less but be less accurate because, you know, it's a mathematical, you know, trajectory, right? So if you do it closer, it'll be more accurate but cost more delta V. So if you do it halfway, you get the better of both worlds. That's how I do it. That's how I perceive it. Is that actually real in real world? Don't know. Okay, so here comes this burn. So basically it's going to take our trajectory, our current trajectory, which is way down there, and it's going to move it up here. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, so what I want to do is get our Sky Crane engines out. Good. And then we got 201 to get circularized. So those that might notice that my graphics of my planets look a little different. They do. I'm using a texture pack from the Renaissance compilation. And the thing about it is they look pretty darn cool. And even from a distance, so where the heck's Minmus at? Oh, there it is. Whoa. Okay. Woo. What's that? Oh, it's Jewel. So you can see Minmus looks really cool, but when you get within a certain range, it will transition back to the original textures. Whoa. We just see. It was very angry, and now it's very happy. Something like that. What did we just pass? Look at all this stuff. Oh, that's our workshop. So that's going to be our target. So we're going to be able to use the stage to kind of do our inclination change and get lined up, because that's where we're going to land. There we go. So let's go ahead and set that as our target. And actually, this is pretty darn close to where we want to do our inclination change. So that's going to cost 37. We want to put on the brakes a little bit. A little bit more change. So I'm going to just kind of eyeballing this. And right about there. All right, so that's going to cost 46 of the 337 we have left. And again, don't forget we have the Sky Crane too. So we have plenty of fuel to do this. One thing I keep forgetting to do is to put a little RCS on this. All right, Death Dread, thanks for popping in. Thanks for sharing your link. I appreciate it, and good luck. Good luck. That was like a Christopher Walken. You gotta have more warp drive cowbells. That's a terrible impersonation. All right, so how are we doing? Awesome, that looks good. So let's do another little retro burn here, and this, what I want to do is go radial out, so it raises our altitude, and we want to make a little correction. We're going to do it closer. All right, so that's going to cost 75. When we get closer to the actual landing site, then I'm going to get rid of that. That's where we're going, right there. So we're getting pretty low, but this trajectory is going to raise our altitude so we don't smack into this. Okay, for some reason that was a really bad burn. I did something horribly wrong. Alright, let's get this fixed for one. And then let's do some more of that. Whoa. Probably too much. Alright, let's do that. So that's going to cost 78 of the 216, which is going to get us fairly aligned. But don't forget the planet's rotating away from us. So, you know, we're trying to position our altitude and catch up to the target at the same time. That looks pretty good, actually. So it puts our trajectory right over our target. So got 137 left. Is what I want to do is see how much. It's going to cost 48. Basically, we're going to put on the brakes. We'll be right over the target, and then we can just start our descent. We're going to fall down on top of it. We're going to drop. Actually, let's abort that. No. Darn it. Fine. We're moving too fast. We passed the maneuver. Oh, no. Stop. We passed the maneuver. Oh, no. Stop. Set target. No, not. Kerbal. Thank you, Kerbal. Can I? No? Fine. We're going to pass the target here. There we go. No, I don't want... I'm having mouse issues. I just don't know what I'm doing. Alright, we are right over the target. And is what I'm trying to do. And didn't like... I don't know if I have time. Alright, so I just basically want to put on the brakes. Over the target. Alright. Barely manageable. That's your base, Jack? Alright, hang on. Make sure this burn happens. What do you got, Jack? Let me check it out. Wow, very nice. Look at that. You have your ground stations all situated, all flexi-tubed together. You got your truck, your rig, doing what it needs to do. Look at that. Dragging stuff around so you put it right in the right spot. Very cool. Dragging stuff might be a little risky, don't you think? I'm just saying. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Get rid of that. Alright, and cool. Then let's try to position ourselves so we can put this over the target. Like right there. Now I believe if I did this correctly, if I hit action group 4, our stabilizers should come out. Very cool. I did a thing and it seemed to have worked. So if we go no. That way. Good. And then if we do this. So I'm gonna, you know, do that. Um... I can't zoom in anymore. I can't see what I'm doing. So we're 2,000 up. Excuse me, that was rude. Whoa. So we're a little ways off the target here, so we're going to use some tools to slowly move over there. So I want to be able to do this. If I had lights on this thing, it might look a little cooler. I don't have any lights, do I? No. So we're currently 164 meters off the ground. And what I'm doing is propelling us towards our target. And once this little X gets close to our target, looks like we're gonna be off here a little bit. Then I can do this to slow us down. Then we can start descending. A little painful to watch, I know, but what I'm trying to do is get this to get that as close as possible to that. And we are descending at the same time, so it's a little tricky. Normally I do this with RCS, which is kind of cheaty in a way. Now what I need to do is lean towards it again a little bit. Just a little bit. So based upon our current descent, our current speed, which by the way we can do this for 18 minutes, I won't, I promise, we should end up really darn close. Now I wouldn't be able to do that if that wasn't for nav HUD. And again, I don't have to be right on top of it, but I do want to be close so I can compare some stuff so when I switch back and forth. So I'm just going to... There we go. So this was close enough. So we're going to kill all of our horizontal speed right here. Alright, so version 2, version 1, they look almost the same. Almost. So we'll do an F5 right here. And then is what we're going to do is we're going to decouple our little sky crane here. I'm going to mark it as debris so it gets cleaned up in the game. Alright. So, actually I guess this is version 3. Alright, so once again what we do is we have everything is powered up. We just need to deploy our drills. And start the harvesting. And we've already tested this out on Minmus, or on Kerbal, so I really don't think we're going to run into a whole lot of problems. And then we're going to start this, start that, start that, start that, and the only thing I need to check is to make sure the reactor, I think it got up to what, 16, oh, it's going a little bit higher than it was. Okay, 69%, I think that's what it was, and the cooling should be, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. So then, like I said, is what we'll do is we'll come back and we're going to compare to see if, even though this one's had a head start, which one has got more fertilizer and gypsum, because collecting it's not a problem, because these, oh, we got local warehouse turned on too, so they're sharing resources. That's actually pretty cool. I forgot about that. I did forget about that. Alright, that's fine. There you go, Death. So that is how we're going to end this stream. Again, sorry it was so short. I'm still kind of getting used to the new setup here. And I'm going to go off and Christy's going to give me some assistance. She's going to probably use her hands and clap and say, yeah, you did good, Andy. She's going to help me set up some stuff for Beam. I don't know if I'm going to do it today. Might do it tomorrow. We're just going to have to see what sort of roadblocks, what little hurdles get in the way. And with that, again, guys, I want to thank you very much for hanging out with me. But most importantly, let's go find some fellow Kerbal knots. I see Ozzy out there. Ozzy's doing his space program. He's a fellow rocket jockey. Some of you may or may not know him. But let's go do a friendly gamer circle visit, shall we? Oops. So friendly gamer circle visit right there. Click on that link if you're not following Ozzy. See you later, Fogs. Thanks a lot for your help again. He's doing some crazy stuff. He is severely modded. And just keep your notifications on for the next time I stream. And I'm going to throw him a host right about now. Jack, thanks a lot for hanging out. Appreciate it as well. We're making some progress. We're doing a little bit of history. We're making some progress on the other career. So we're going to go give him a host right now. And we'll see you guys next time, all right? Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.